All right, everyone, and we are back. We're looking to really hopefully make it to all the way through Victory Road today if everything goes well. That's kind of the hope. We'll see. There's a lot of battles, a lot of trainers in there, so it might end up being a two-stager, but definitely looking to beat Brendan and then looking to at least make our way and put a bit of a dent in Victory Road if we can. Yeah, so that is really the plan for this one, and I have kind of hopefully prepared a team that will be able to work so that you guys don't have to take the time, at least on Brendan, to just watch me kind of do the whole prep of it all. So who I'm starting off against, so if you know Brendan's team at all, it's Deoxys attack form, Jirachi, Landorus, Huntail, Zapdos, the Galar form, and Sceptile. The ones that I'm the most worried about are Zapdos and Sceptile. I don't really have a counter to the Zapdos, unfortunately. And the Sceptile, of course, the Mega Sceptile can just go crazy. And so that's always a scary thing. So here's a bit of the game plan, what we're looking at. So I'm going to start off with a Choice Scarf Archeops against the Deoxys attack form. This allows me to actually outspeed, while at the same time I have dual Wing Beat. That'll help me to break the sash. Debating also going U-turn instead might be worth it, but I'm not 100% sure at this point. With the sash, I should also outspeed the Sceptile. So if I do end up needing to pivot and come in with this thing at some point, I should hopefully be able to do some decent damage if I've already heard it. That's why I have Dragon Claw just as a little bit of a safety net. Then I've got, we're not changing anything for the Registeel. The Registeel is keeping the same attacks. And this time, though, it has leftovers. That's going to be the counter to Jirachi, because basically Jirachi can't do any crazy damage to this thing. Of course, I always risk the the flinches from Ironhead, but hey, you know what? I'm going to play the game, and that's why I've got leftovers and rest to hopefully go through that. The Landorus should be switching in my Lapras. It has a Citrus Berry here, and I should be able to take it out in one shot with Ice Beam. And then I just have Ice Shard on the side just in case I need a priority move to be able to hit first against something else. Again, maybe that Sceptile would be the idea here. Here I've got the Screamtail. The Screamtail is looking to be the counter to the Sceptile. Ice Beam should be able to take that out. If I do get an opportunity at some point, I would love to get either a Reflect or a Light Screen up, preferably a Reflect on this one, just because a lot of the mons are going to be using physical attacks. So a Reflect would be absolutely amazing. This has a Citrus Berry and a Modest Nature. So we'll see what ends up happening with that. Then a Miracle Seed Delmise. That's going to be the counter to the Huntail. I can take a +2 attack from any of the Huntail's attacks. Giga Drain should be able to do, if not everything, enough that I'll be able to even take another attack from it. So it's a clean switch in for me, hopefully, barring any randomness. Pokemon is a game of luck after all. And then I had no answer for the Zapdos, so I'm bringing the Uxie. I think it might be able to, hopefully do something. At least it gets locked into a move. If I could get in on something like a close combat, that would be excellent. Citrus Berry with Cheek Pouch. I don't kill it in one shot, but that's why I would love to have the reflect up. It'll make my life a lot easier, that's for sure. So let's go for it. I'm expecting the Deoxys to change right off the bat because it's going to see that I can actually defeat it. In one turn, I outspeed, and the Focus Sash won't have anything about it. So it's either going to extreme speed, in my opinion, which won't do too much to me. As you could see on the screen, it'll do about 22.5% to 26%, or it'll switch. But I'm not 100% sure on the game mechanics and in terms of like the AI. And if the AI, if I did a U-turn instead, would it then not switch? Because if it doesn't switch, then I wouldn't really want to be dealing with this. Oh, that's a good point here. So in case you're wondering, no, I can't get an encounter here because I hatched an egg early in the game right after Brock. So I did already get my encounter on this route. Really, I think that there's only 1 or 2 encounters left for me. And they're gonna be Victory Road, and I guess the Indigo Plateau is a different encounter technically, so I'll have to hatch an egg there. So we should be getting another encounter today at the very least, if we can get through Brendan. So I made my game plan. I didn't plan any further than that just in case nothing ends up working. But yeah, let's see, let's get lucky, let's hope for the best. So here's gonna be Brendan. We're hopefully ready for this. I think I should be able to get through the fight at the very least. It's just about how unscathed or how battle bruised am I by the end of it. Of course, everyone that I can keep is just gonna make it easier as I continue through. So I'm expecting a switch or extreme speed here. That being said, I think that the best move is always dual wing beat, just because that and if it's gonna switch, it'll probably switch to Jirachi, because it looks like Jirachi can basically take any of the hits besides U-turn, but even U-turn probably wouldn't do much. So let's see. There we go. There's a withdrawal, and there's Jirachi. Okay, I'll still take the damage. Worth getting the damage off. Every single time here, we're looking at having against the Jirachi, it should be Registeel, right? So, Jirachi. Every single time, as you can see, it doesn't really do a lot of damage. So, every time we switch in, here I'm probably going to be like Iron Head, I would assume. There we go. Would have probably done the most amount of damage to my Archeops. There's Iron Head, and as you can see, I take about 9 damage after Lefty's recovery. Body Press does the most, so now we're just playing a game of how many times does he flinch me, because he's got Serene Grace, versus how many times do I get the shot that I need to get off. So there we go. That's another 9 damage. Body Press. He's gonna... I guess he doesn't see a clean switch in for anyone, really. There's a flinch, as expected. But I've got lots of HP. I've got rest as well. So I should be okay. And this thing's stuck into that attack, if you're wondering. because it's got the choice scarf on. Okay, that should be now one more attack. If I flinch here, I'm thinking I'm going to try to actually rest up. Okay. Just to get the HP back and then hopefully be able to wake up in time, and maybe the HP would matter at some point in the battle. I don't think it will. I don't think I need to bring this guy back out. That's not the plan, at least. Okay, so with Landorus, we should be looking at an Earth Power. That's what does the most, and we have said that the best answer to Landorus is actually Lapras. Or that's what I'm saying, I guess. So should do under half, which is really good. Then I'm looking at an Ice Beam with its Life Orb damage that should actually get it to an Oko. But with 2 times the Life Orb damage, it's definitely going to be an Oko. So that should be under half, exactly. And I gave this thing leftovers so that I get a little bit of HP back. Here's the Ice Beam. Taking the damage again, but it scares me. It looked a little bit more than what I expected. Maybe I'm just a little crazy. But there we go. So Lapras has done its job, and it just has Ice Shard just in case I need it to come in again at some point. Okay, so now we've got Zapdos, and this is one of the ones that I'm really worried about. So Zapdos up against my Lapras. We're looking at, it's going to go 50-50 Brave Bird or close combat, really is what's going to happen. And so I'm thinking the idea here was Uxie. Uxie should be able to take either of the hits. I'm really hoping for close combat, though. Close combat would be much, much better for me. And I'm feeling it'll probably go close combat just so it doesn't take the damage. But that's what I would do in its shoes. Let's see. And it goes Brave Bird, of course. Okay, so Brave Bird's going to do a lot, but we have a Citrus Berry and Cheek Pouch. It's stuck into Brave Bird. And being stuck into Brave Bird, I should be going with Psychic. And I'll be doing quite a bit of damage here. And I think I actually switched to Modest Nature, by the way. I don't have this as Modest. Modest. If I did, I should take it out. Okay, well, that was a little less stressful than I thought on that piece. Still by no means done the fight. Okay, so now Sceptile, it can really go for anything here. But I don't think it's going to go for a Swords Dance. It doesn't make any sense that it's going to go for a Swords Dance. So Brendan, it might go for an EQ, but I'm thinking it's going to go for a Scale Shot to try to up its speed. That's my guess. Either way, I've said that Screamtail is the way that I want to go on this fight, and so I'm just going to stick to my guns there. And if it did go for a Scale Shot, I'll be very happy because that's a free switch in. Nice. Amazing. Okay. So that means I actually want to no, I don't really care anymore, actually. I don't really care to get Reflect Up because the only thing I was really worried about was the Oh, it might be worth getting a reflect up. Let's see. Screamtail. Okay. Whoops. Screamtail. Thank you so much, Summering Slayer, for the subscription. I appreciate it very much. So we're looking at number. Okay, I should be able to take anything that comes my way, especially if I put up a reflect. So I'm actually gonna do it. It might be greedy of me, but I have a citrus berry, and the idea here is I really, oh nice, that's even better. 2 hits, that's perfect. Okay, now I'm gonna Ice Beam. That should be enough to most likely kill it. Of course it gets a crit right there. Come on. Ugh, another crit, wow. Okay, just get me through this. Please, thank you. Okay, so now we're looking at the Deoxys attack form. Deoxys attack. And with a reflect up, and I'm at 135. 135 Ice Beam, 2-hit KOs. Do I risk it? It's going for Ice Beam. Or do I... So if I go for anything, it'll be Ice Beam that I go for. Registeel. Oh, Registeel eats as well. Registeel takes the Ice Beam really well. And then it's gonna go for Superpower. You know what? I'm just gonna go for it right here. Ice Beam. We're gonna go for an Ice Beam right back. I should be able to take this hit. There we go. Ice Beam. Now I don't have to worry about the sash. Oh, I did a little more than I thought I was gonna do. I'll take that. And then, okay, it will, now that I'm at 47, 19, okay, it won't go for extreme speed. Oh, whoops, it's not my Registeel that's out, it's my Screamtail. Why is it at that level? So, no, it won't go for extreme speed. It will go for either Ice Beam or Psychic. Either way, I think that my Registeel is the way to go here. I'll take that well. Hopefully, I still have a turn of... No, that's not what I was looking for. Okay. Now, if I don't have Reflect up, I just want to be safe. And I'm looking at Registeel. 59 to 70%. And I'm at 171. I'm at 69%, so it sees the kill with Superpower. Does my Archeops take a hit? From Superpower, it does. From Superpower, I take the hit. I think I have to go for that. Oh, I wish I didn't have Sleep Talk and I had Protect. Then I would be fine next turn. Okay, I think I have to go for it. There's no way this thing is going for... There's absolutely no way this thing is going for Ice Beam. I can't see it. I don't want to believe it. There we go. Okay. Let's do it. Amazing. That's what we want to see. Attack fell, defense fell. Oh, I still had the reflect up. Okay, then I didn't have to worry at all. U-turn it is because it only has... even if it didn't want to let this thing go down, it only had the Hunt Tail left, I believe. Yeah. And so with the Hunt Tail, my whole plan of attack was to have this guy. So this battle's going even better than I expected it to go. So I'm really, really happy about this. Intimidate, but that's okay. I don't really care. I am just going to... Actually, is it worth just Chloroblasting? Delmise against the Huntail. Chloroblast takes it out. Nothing it does any crazy damage. I'll be taking 25% recoil. I survive anything that it sends, even with Crunch is the highest. Even if, let's say, it crits, I would be surviving anything. So Chloroblast it is, because that'll just take it out in one fell swoop. Always good to have a powerful attack, just in case plans go a little bit astray. There we go. We're getting there. We're right near the end. I'm really, really happy about that. Septilite. I wish I had a Septile. But who knows? Maybe the encounter here will be able to get us there. Okay, a Citrus Berry, a heal. I'm gonna change the Pokemon for sure for the next fights. I'm gonna take everything really slow, and I apologize for that in advance, but I'm so close to the end that I can, I could taste it, and so I don't want that to fall through my grasp. I am going to, just to be on the safe side or safer side, I'm gonna bring the Ampharos up. Hopefully it's gonna be able to do something good. Why I want the Ampharos on my side is because it's got, or it should have Thunder Wave. I'll double check that, and that will help me for catching whatever I find. Anyone can speak up now if they'd prefer day or night time encounter. I could do either, but otherwise I'm just gonna go as is through day. Thunder Wave, okay. So let's do it. And I'm not going to Mega because it's actually got slow start, so that's kind of annoying. And I need to disable this and get my encounter. Let's do this thing. Okay. It's a Toddle. That's a Titan. Interesting. Love getting a new Pokemon. Brings a little excitement, a dynamic that I'm not 100% sure. The catch was easy. And I'm gonna call this thing Slayer from the new subscriber. I appreciate it very much. And now I don't need the I'm gonna stay I don't even know what ability that's gonna have when it evolves. I think it's an ice stone that I need for it to evolve. So let's just do that. Pretty sure I bought all of those while I was in Celadon. Let's see. Okay. Sunstone. Leafstone. Way more. Ice stone. Am I crazy? No, I wasn't crazy. Okay. Alright, Slayer. Give me huge power. Oh, that sprite looks sick, though. I really like this sprite. Okay. Let's see. Valiant Shield? Oh, that's amazing. Okay, raises defense. That's really good. That's really good. And it's not actually put down like it is in the in Gen 9. It's not nerfed. So every time I move in, that's going to be up in defense. That's really, really, really solid. Okay. Let's put it away for now, because I don't know what it learns. I don't know what I'm gonna use it for, and it didn't change types. It is just ice. Okay, perfect. And let's bring back a fan favorite. I like my Regigigas. It's helped me since pretty early on in the game get through to where I am. Although I've been using it less lately. We're going to level up, and then I'm going to be very interested to see what the ability is in terms of the hidden ability. Okay, let's go. I don't need to battle yet, so that's good. There's a lot of battles in here. Like I said, ooh, Poltergeist. Was that this? I don't think that was what was there before in version 3.1. So that's a really solid move. Okay, so what's the team that we're looking at now? The team we're looking at now is going to be... There we go. So the team that we're looking at fighting now should be Mousehold, Veluza, Shedinja, Absol, and Galvantula. Okay, Mousehold has Population Bomb, Bullet Seed, U-Turn. Here, let me bring it up here. I should have it already in that sense. Let's switch this to level 85 since I have my Delmise there. I believe it's 83. It says 2 levels below max, so I'm going to assume that means 83, but this document's been wrong a couple times already on me. That's okay. So Mousehold is purely physical, beat up, U-turn, Bullet Seed, Population Bomb. The things that I think of right off the bat is anything that I can do to just take it out in one shot. So I was thinking Drain Punch, and I'm thinking I love my Infernape with Fur Coat. If I could just have the damage of anything that comes into me, that is... And Infernape's super fast, right? So I might fly back just to kind of prepare, but I might not. I'll have to see. And let's see. So Infernape. My Infernape would be level 85. The Mousehold has 235. I am what nature? I am not the right nature. So, you know what? Again, and please bear with me with all of this stuff. Just because I'm so close, I'm not really wanting to risk the loss here. I am going to... Actually, I shouldn't have flown back here. I should fly back to Celadon. Not Celadon. It's okay. Saffron is where I should have flown back to check the Titan. I doubt I'll get a better ability than Valiant Shield, but hey, you never know. Cheek pouch. That could have its uses, but I think Valiant Shield is just going to be better overall. So, Valiant Shield it is. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. Stop speeding up. We can change it. I'm going to make it a Jolly Nature is going to make me actually faster by my calculations. And then what I want to have... Actually, another thing that would be interesting is how fast is Virizion? Okay, let's just export this, and if I did my Virizion, and I made it level 85, and I made it, it's the exact same speed. I don't really like that. Okay. Let's just export. Let's go back to Infernape. Infernape. I like it, and I need to make sure Drain Punch is on it because I don't think I do actually have it on. Drain Punch is where? Drain Punch. Drain Punch over in this one. I don't see a need for Bulldoze at all. So Drain Punch should do the trick. Flamethrower should be good as well. Shadow Claw actually more worth it, because that would possibly stop the Veluza from coming in right away. But then it would just be maybe the Absol that comes in. I don't know. Let's stick with one thing at a time. So Infernape, Jolly, Drain Punch just takes it out. So we're good on that front. Next, we've got the Veluza. It looks like it's because it's got what it's got is going to be the most difficult. I'm feeling Shedinja is going to be my Tyranitar. My regular Tyranitar at level 85 against Shedinja can take the hit, right? Shedinja. Can take any hit. It was only X Scissor that maybe possibly somehow, I don't know how, would have any possibility of hurting me. but that's okay. I am looking at my Mega T-Tar. Tyranitar Mega is just because why not? Because I can. It's going to be what I want to bring in, then it would survive even another hit. So Mega Tyranitar is going to be the idea. I take the hit. Shedinja goes down from that Mega T-Tar. So I'll just need to level it up. Doesn't matter if it's adamant. Okay. So T-Tar it is. It has Technician when it's a Mega, so I love that attack. Then we're looking at... so I've got the Shedinja taken care of. The Galvantula. Can do okay against my T-Tar with Bug Buzz. So that's kind of annoying. So maybe actually Archeops. I like the idea of having... It's got the Focus Sash, which is frustrating. But I could take anything, and the electric attacks, I'm immune to them because of my ability. Where is my Archeops? And with Choice Scarf, I'm just faster. So I could keep the Choice Scarf on it. That's not a bad play. I'd be level 85 actually now. And I could Rock Slide or do a Wing Beat. It's got a Focus Sash, so either way, I'm going to probably have to hit it twice. The Galvantula, I kind of want... And the problem is a lot of my So when I switch in the Galvantula... when I switch in from the Veluza, So Veluza... It's going to do the Fillet Away, which means it's going to have +2 attack, +2, and +2 speed, right? I'm pretty sure that's what it is. In exchange for half of its health. Now, it's going to be really fast. And hits really hard. So does my Rillaboom take anything? My Rillaboom level 85. But you see, Fake Out doesn't do anywhere near enough. But I survived the Psycho Cut. And then Knock Off, if I have Black Glass's Adamant, I actually take that. Okay, and I think I haven't used this thing since then. So Rillaboom, then I just Fake Out Knockoff just to be safe since it says 99% there. So that's going to be the plan for that. Oops. Summary. And I take the hit. The only problem is that it's pretty strong. Okay. So I take that hit. Then I might want a secondary. And a secondary mon just to have. Maybe based off of abilities. Ooh, sturdy. Might be the only time that I'll use Livani, potentially. Because if I were to put a Livani... Oh, wait. Before I do that, let me just export this so that I have it. If I did, like, Livani, I'm basically guaranteed to get a free shot. Right? So if I'm level 85... Even though that's saying 100% when it's at +2, I'm guaranteed a free shot. And if I do Leaf Blade, with, let's say if I put a miracle seed on, and it would have taken at least half damage from, and then probably it has a citrus berry, so it would be at like 75%. And then if I want to be even extra careful, I put it at adamant nature with sturdy. And I was at 100%. 248. It won't Oko me because I'm just gonna survive. You know what? I'm gonna bring that as well to kind of be safe. And I think it'll learn something like Leaf Blade. And that'll be good enough for me. Then what do I have left? I have the Absol. Mega Absol. That's pretty scary. Night Slash, Sucker Punch, Play Rough, Psycho Cut. How does my Registeel do against that, actually? Registeel, Double Iron Bash takes it out, and I should be good. I should be good. Okay. So that's going to be the team for this one. That's going to be the team. The only thing that I'm really, I guess, a little more scared of is the Veluza. Just because you never know with that thing what's going to actually happen. Let's level up everything. Oh, Giga Impact. I don't need Giga Impact. Okay, Swords Dance. I mean, I'm not going to use it in this fight, but I could get rid of String Shot, I guess. I'm assuming that this thing learns Leaf Blade. I just, like, made that assumption. Sacred Sword. That's a pretty good attack, actually. Not going to be good for what I need, but let's get rid of Slash. Yeah, let's get rid of Slash. Let's just have Sacred Sword. Bug Bite would be super effective against the Veluza. So, I mean, I at least have that. Victory Dance. Triumphantly dances, raising its attack, defense, and speed. That won't be enough to outdo the double speed, but that's a good attack to have. Let's... You know what? I'd rather have that over Swords Dance as a general rule. Okay, does it not learn Leaf Blade? And if not, what other grass move might it learn? Or bug move? Relearn. Oh, it does learn it just by relearn. Okay. Leaf Blade over Razor Leaf, and I'll teach it X Scissor as well, because why not? While I'm here, we do these things. And X Scissor over Bug Bite. Would be interesting to eat the berry, but at the same time, I'm expecting that I'm going to switch in on this. So I'm willing to sacrifice the Leavanny. So I'm going to, from that regard, I'm going to go with the Leavanny first against the Veluza, because I think that's just my safer play. I'm going to give it, I said, the Miracle Seed, just to do that extra damage. Choice, what does this thing have right now? Expert Belt, that's what I wanted. The Registeel is actually level 85. Okay, Tyranitar is Adamant, level 85. Choice Scarf, George of the Jungle. There we go. Okay, we're doing it. I'm calling that as the team. It would be amazing if I can actually fly up to... It won't let me, of course. Looks like there's going to be a lot of back and forth on this. I really, really, really do just want to make it. Oops. Looking to go up and around. I think I have all of the megas stones that I need for now. Okay, let's save because I don't like the idea of a game crashing on me. And we're gonna speed up to try to, if I can learn how to play the video games properly, I guess I would be able to go through this much faster. Okay. Oh, that stays amazing. Let's stop the speed up. And the idea, like I said, is I have them as Jolly. Okay, Fur Coat, Drain Punch, right off the bat. I gave him Drain Punch. Yeah, I did. Okay. Fur Coat, Drain Punch, and we're just going to go with it. I'm going to remove this so it's not in your way. We're looking at Mouse Hold, level 81 actually. I think I had it at level 83 is what it said, so that's even better for me. More likely that I'm going to take it out in one shot. Well, it was already 100% likely that I was going to take it out in one shot. Okay, Veluza, that's fine. We're good with this. We get a little extra damage off. Veluza's the one that we're the most worried about. And what we said actually here, if I'm looking at Infernate, because of Fur Coat, I might not die in one shot to anything that the Veluza has as things stand right now. No, so I don't die to it. That means it will go with the Filet away. And I am going to switch to Legend here. Legend has Sturdy. So after this, it's going to have some damage. And I'm not dying this turn, even though it would do more than 100% damage to me. Sorry, this isn't the Infernape. Right now we're looking at Livani. I think this is the only point that I will ever use Livani, but I will take it. And we're looking at +2 attack. So Psycho Cut is what it's going to do. But we want a Leaf Blade. We have the Miracle Seed. Hey, wow, it saw the kill, so that's okay. It saw that I was gonna kill and that it wasn't gonna kill, so that's fine. I'm willing to take that and get some chippies off on it and some free damage because it filleted away. And we said against the Shedinja was T-Tar, so T-Tar it is. We don't want to get any damage on Legend there. I scared it away. That's okay. I don't really mind this, the burn, because I just need to do 1 damage. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to Mega, and I'm going to Rock Tomb, 100% accuracy, but also Rock Tomb I have Technician Stab, makes it... I don't know what that is, like a 135 power move. Focus Sash is very annoying. I did not realize that it had the Focus Sash. So it's a good thing that it burned me actually the first turn, otherwise that would have been very unfortunate. I would have still gotten through this, don't get me wrong. My Infernape would have been able to take that. Okay, what's coming out? Veluza. Now the Veluza against my Mega T-Tar. My Tyranitar is actually seeing the kill with Aqua Cutter. So I'm thinking now, because I don't want to break anything there, I'm thinking that now my play... Ooh. I'm kind of feeling that the play is to bring George out. But it might not. Because the whole point of this Leavanny was that if I'm going to lose something, it's going to be the Leavanny. Oh wait, actually I have it at +2 still, the Veluza. Rillaboom. Okay, yeah, so the Rillaboom is a safe pick. Okay, Rillaboom it is. I actually shouldn't have given it the black glasses. Now that I'm thinking about it, I should have given it something else. And with this, there's no real point in doing anything besides just knocking off right now. If it switched, that would have been okay. I'd have knocked off any item that would have gone through. Okay, so 2 down. We're looking at Galvantula. Galvantula we said was Archeops. Safe switch every time, I think, into Archeops. I don't see Archeops being something that I use in the Elite Four, to be honest with you, anyways. And with Volt Absorb right now, it's not like it can really do anything crazy to me. I think I'm feeling... So let me just make sure. So the Archeops is against the Galvantula. Because it has the Focus Sash, Rock Slide's not going to kill anyways, and I think the dual Wing Beat is just stronger otherwise. What ability to compound eyes? You know what? I'm just gonna Rock Slide. I'm just gonna Rock Slide. It'll bring it down to the Sash. So to 1 HP, and then we'll see what happens. Energy Ball. I should survive this. Great. I should be able to even survive another one. Beautiful. Amazing. We love to see it. Now what do they bring out? Absol. Okay, Absol we said was a clean Registeel. Registeel has actually been an MVP for me throughout this run. Absolutely insane. Great ability. Just, it's nice to have a wall. So this guy is going to go for, wow, Sucker Punch. Even better. So Double Iron Bash is just the way to go. And that should take it out just like that. Beautiful. That's going to win. Okay, now it's just Mousehold. So as we're waiting, we've got Mousehold coming up. And it's actually at level 81, if that changes anything. And right now we have our Registeel out. Registeel. Okay. Wow, it does no damage to me. So I'm thinking actually... What am I at in terms of percentage? 189? I'm at 74, so... Unless it gets like a crit on everything. I just body press. Because this is going to do nothing. No, there's one crit. There's 2 crits. Wow, what are the odds, huh? Three crits. That's insane. Okay. 10 hits. I'm now at... I have a chance, so probably about a 50% chance. 50% chance of vocoing it. Beautiful. Vocode. Okay. Battle 1 done. Pokevile. Okay. Now we're looking at the second one. Our next battle is going to be Cyclizar, Flygon, Crobat, Mega Kingler, and Hatterene. So I need to come up with something to beat this. And what I'm kind of thinking... So right off the bat, I see a Cyclizar. I realize I don't really want to Shed Tail up. So I'm feeling that Tapu Lele with like a nice... It's got Fatal Precision as an ability. So that's actually a monster. Does 20% extra damage, basically, in case you didn't know. And has 100% accuracy for anything that is... 100% accuracy for anything that's super effective. So I just want to see 85 if I do, looking at the Cyclizar, if I do take it out, and I do. And it's faster than me, but if I give it a Choice Scarf, which I can do, then I actually outspeed. So let's take this item give. I should have moved it, but I took it. Okay. So now what am I? Timid. Timid's fine. We make it 85. That takes out the Cyclizar. Cyclizar, unless it switches, which it very likely can, and probably will even, into, I'm going to assume, either Kingler or Crobat. Or even Hatterene, actually. But that'll be okay. So Cyclizar is kind of taken care of. I can even take a hit from Cyclizar, just hoping not to get paralyzed by the Body Slam. And let's, before I get too into it, okay. And so where's my notepad here? So for my notepad, I'm looking at Cyclizar. I'm looking at Flygon. I'm looking at Crobat. I'm looking at Kingler. And then finally, the Hatterene. Alright. And when I'm looking at this, first the Cyclizar, I'm looking at Tapu. Perfect. Then Livani did amazing. I was really happy about that. Flygon. So let's take a look at now Flygon. Flygon has Earthquake, Dragon Claw, Fire Punch, Dragon Dance. Let's make sure this says the same thing. It does. Awesome. So because of this, now what are we looking at? we're looking at... It won't bring in this thing. Okay, but Moonblast is actually still okay. So how does Dragon Claw, Fire Punch, Earthquake? Lapras is Dragon though now, which is kind of a problem. Yeah, I don't want to do that. What about actually my Screamtail? I still never leveled it up like that, and I've got Moonblast. Moonblast. Okay, so Screamtail can take a hit, can take any hit that comes its way, and then Ice Beam does okay. So potentially that as a mon is okay. Do I have anything else that can really do well? I almost feel Walrein. Or even Regigigas. No. Okay, let's block off. So right now we're looking at Screamtail. Potentially. Against Crobat. Against Crobat, I'm looking at... And Crobat's got what? Nasty Plot, Giga Drain, Heat Wave, Hurricane. How does something like Heatwave, Giga Drain, Hurricane, how does something like Toxtricity do? My Toxtricity, if I made it level 85. Oh, I eat, and then if I just gave it like a magnet, that's enough with Discharge. Okay, so Toxtricity against Crobat. I would be taking 2 hits, so that's okay, but that's okay. Or 1 hit with a Nasty Plot, but Toxtricity is a good mon there to have. So let's Rare Candy it up. Let's give it a magnet. Let's make sure it is modest. And it has Discharge. Perfect. We're looking at, let's take a look at Kingler. The Mega Kingler. Okay. Wow, it's really fast, actually. That's really fast. Okay, so Kingler's got Crab Hammer, Close Combat, Ice Hammer, and Sword Stance. Can't believe how fast Mega Kingler is. How does Raikou do? Raikou, as long as I'm modest, does the job, but it's not faster. if I switched it to like, let's say timid, I'm still not faster. Okay. Crab hammer, close combat, ice hammer. How does chestnut? Fair. The problem is... Hey Patrick, how are you? It's been a while. Very excited to come visit you guys actually in Montreal. I don't know what to do here. Doing really well, doing really well. It's you know, it's been pretty busy at work, but the grind is doing well. I'm having a good time and just playing around, having a good time. We're almost at the end of the game. Super excited about that, but I'm also super nervous about it at the same time. So, yeah, that's kind of what's happening here. Oh yeah, a lot of fun. I'm very, very stoked. You don't know how much I've been talking about it. Chestnut is an idea. Some of them are not. So like this one, for instance, is exclusive to this game. So Delmise is a Pokemon, but this is like they created their own regional variants. Not really a Dead Forever. This is Radical Red. So Radical Red is one of those, well, it's like a fan-made game that is supposed to be extra hard, basically. So when you get to things like the Elite Four, they have legendaries, for example. And the rival had legendaries that you have to fight, and the AI actually knows what it's doing, so it's not like one of those regular games that you're playing. So it's very frustrating in that sense. Okay, as long as it wouldn't be an ice hammer, it would be kind of okay. I really don't know what to do against this thing. How would my Regigigas do? Level 85. Even this thing is not really taking any hits. Even this thing. Wow. What can I even do against this? Does Uxie take a hit? Oh, Uxie takes a hit. Ha! Nice. Yeah, thanks. I appreciate it. Creep all you want. don't worry about me. I'm actually thinking that this might be a Yuxi time to shine, and if I gave it, right now it doesn't have any good attacks for this, but if I gave it Thunderbolt, for instance, that would do okay damage. 85. That's okay damage. Okay. We're gonna do it with that, and then I'm gonna have the Rillaboom that can come in and fake out at least, I guess. And I'm gonna probably want another move that I can bring in, like let's say my Wukong here that has a priority Mach Punch that I can use. Okay, so Yuxi with where is it? Thunderbolt, I guess, is higher up. Yuxi with Thunderbolt. Come on, there we go. Thunderbolt on the Yuxi. Export that. How does the Registeel do, actually? Registeel. Takes a hit unless... It takes a hit unless it gets the special. Okay, if instead of Sleep Talk I did Thunderbolt as well. No, that's not great. So Thunderbolt over Rest in this case is going to be fine. Registeel might not have a place here, so we're looking at Yuxi to fight this thing, and then I've got my Mach Punch, Wukong, Infernape. That'll be a way to go. And then I've got Hatterene, and Hatterene is going to need some sort of... What does it have in any case? Draining Kiss, Calm Mind, Psyshock, Mystical Fire. It's going to need some sort of poison attack. And if... Or Steel, actually. And so maybe Registeel is just good for that. Hatterene. Victory Road. Registeel. Wow. Doesn't take it out in one shot, but it's not going to kill me either. So I'm actually okay. And then I'm going to have that. Okay. For this, I'm going to switch... I'm going to switch the berry on this guy to one that weakens ice moves, Yachi Berry. Okay. We're going to hope for the best. Let's make sure everybody's leveled up. 85 across the board, and actually... Last thing to check. Thunderbolt, it doesn't learn. What about... There was Energy Ball. It does learn Energy Ball, this thing. Does. Okay, I don't need Light Screen. Energy ball may be useful. I would end up being faster than choice scarf, magnet, citrus, yachi, expert, leftovers. That should be good. And with that, let's do it. Okay, so Cyclizar, we said Moonblast was the way to go. That just takes out the Cyclizar. That's one. Crobat, we said Toxtricity. It nasty plots, that should be fine. Discharge should take it out in one shot. There we go. So that's 2 down. We're doing okay. Flygon, I said Screamtail, but I guess I didn't bring it. That's okay. I got too worried about the Kingler but I had a backup plan for it anyways. So right now with Toxtricity out and my Toxtricity at 112, it's most likely going to be an Earthquake that's coming. It's probably the safest play. What I would want to be bringing out is most likely my Tapu Lele, because I could take any hit that it gives, and Moonblast is going to let me actually fight the good fight. So let's bring this out. Okay, so that's gonna hurt. That's okay. We are going to Moonblast, and that should take out the Flygon. With the Flygon out, now we're back on plan. Kind of. So we've got Hatterene. Hatterene is one that I should be able to bring out my Registeel for. And against Hatterene, that is on Victory Road. I should be in an okay position. To Double Iron Bash. Oh, nice. Psyshock. Even better that it went for Psyshock. That'll do like nothing. After Lefty's damage, even less. Double Iron Bash will not kill it. That's okay. I'll take the what little damage I can get on Kingler, I guess. So now what's actually really interesting about the Kingler, or having the Kingler out, while I have the Registeel out, it's going to go for one of two things right now. So it's either going to go straight for close combat, or it goes for Swords Dance. If it goes straight for close combat, it does a lot of damage, and it doesn't see the kill on Swords Dance. So I'm thinking that it's going to switch, and it's going to be using Swords Dance. And so I said with Yuxi, if it's +2 though, it probably isn't a good place to bring Yuxi in. Or a good time to bring Yuxi in. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm going to have to risk it here. So it should be faster than me. So I am going to body press. I'm gonna body press. I'm gonna get that damage off. It Swords Dances. I don't kill it, as expected. And I think I'm going to have to sacrifice something here. So it's going to be going for... It's going to be going for 100% close combat. I'm thinking... Let me just see if my Infernape can take it, because it has fur coat. It actually can take it. That's insane. Okay. If it reads Crab Hammer and goes Crab Hammer somehow, then I don't want to be right. So I'm saying it has to go close combat, and I'm going with my my Infernape here, and I'm going Mach Punch. That's just what I'm gonna do. Close combat. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Mach Punch, and that'll take out the Kingler. Awesome. Actually didn't need to Mach Punch, I was faster. Hatterene, I need to switch, and we had Registeel as the Mon. Oh, did I kept this, unfortunately. Sorry about that, guys. And we're back to Double Iron Bash. It'll Mystical Fire. Or it should be using Mystical Fire. And I have a chance of killing here. But if not, it doesn't have a chance of killing me. There we go. I'm just better at video games than this AI, it seems. At least right now. Pokebile. Okay, we did it. So now what's the next trainer? Heavy duty boots, that could be useful. Okay, avoiding everyone that I can avoid. I'm gonna save just so that I don't have to go through that again, potentially. Awesome. I shouldn't need to battle that trainer. Don't want to accidentally walk into a fight. Full heal. What is that? I don't want to risk it. Okay, I don't want to risk that, so let's go through the next one. At least I don't want to risk it right now. Okay, that's probably the next trainer that I need to battle. I'm assuming. Yeah, that'll be the next trainer that I need to battle. And this one is going to be a... So this is the team that I'm preparing for, is the Executor, the Alolan Executor, the Mienshao, the Mega Pinsir, which is really, really dangerous, the Donphan, and the Cloyster. So who do I have for this? So the Executor... Executor, Alolan. Oh, I apparently don't have that saved into the dock. So let me check if I can get this. Okay, so with this team, I should have it now. Executor. Okay, I'm still gonna assume level 83, even though they seem to have been level 81. But the doc says 2 levels below, so I'm just gonna go with that assumption and be over-prepared, if anything. So this thing should have Sleep Powder, Flamethrower, Dragon Pulse, and Giga Drain with a Miracle Seed. Any ice attack should be able to just take this out. And part of what I'm thinking might be the way to go is with... How fast is Titan actually? Level 85 with, I don't remember what nature it is, but with Valiant Shield. Should have made sure to change it while I was there. Oh, what's the shield ability called? Not Shadow Shield. Okay, I'm just gonna look it up here. DB, and we're looking at Zamazenta. This ability is Dauntless Shield, that's what it is. Dauntless Shield. Okay. So, we're looking at Executor. And with Dauntless Shield and, I don't know, let's say Icicle Crash, I take it out. I don't even know what move it has. But I'm looking at a lot of physically double-edged close combat, but they're all going to be super effective against this thing. What about if I brought, okay, let me just export. And what if I brought instead just Lapras? Let's say I made it my Mega Lapras. Let's actually just see what my regular Lapras is hauling. With Ice Beam, I would take it out. If I switched to my Mega Lapras at level 80. Oops, I don't need a blank. At level 85. And I gave it like Ice Beam. And it has Scald. And it's got, what else does it have? I don't remember, but that should be in, oh yeah, Ice Shard. That should be good enough. I'm faster. I'm probably modest. So with that, I am, what am I? I am modest. And I would just have the Lapras sites that would be going off. So that actually, you know what? That's pretty good. So I'm going to give it its Mega Stone, Laprisite. Okay. And it has Ice Beam just to make sure. It does, so that's good enough. That'll be the first Mon. So we have Lapras. Then we've got Mienshao. We've got Pinsir, which is a Mega Pinsir. We've got Donphan. And we've got Cloyster. Okay, so against the Mienshao, we're looking close combat, U-turn, knockoff, and fake out. So it's unfortunate that I don't that I ended up having my Ghostmon out. Close combat, U-turn, knockoff. I almost am thinking Garchomp because it has Intimidate. Garchomp. Against Mienshao. And if I got the Intimidate off on it, it's not doing a lot of damage. And I would be actually at level 85. Okay, I'm gonna try. I think I'm gonna try that. And everyone's physical here that I'm gonna be facing off against, so actually my Wukong sounds pretty good again. Okay, so I'm just gonna save this. That's pretty good, and with a very low chance of killing in one shot, it might be worth just bulldozing to slow anything that potentially comes in down, or even just Dragon Clawing. Keep the Citrus Berry. Yeah, keep the Citrus Berry. It's worth it. The Infernape. Okay, so against the Mienshao, we're looking at Garchomp. And the Infernape, I'm almost feeling... Oh no, it won't work because Double Edge will be... No, that won't work at all. I was thinking the Pinsir, to be honest with you, but then I forgot about the ability Aerolate. So the Mega Pinsir with Aerolate. Yeah, Double Edge is just too strong. I am faster though, so it's kind of worth having as like a switch in potentially. Okay, so what else can I use then against this thing? Ideally, I'll have something that can resist everything that it has. And I'm actually, now that I just said that, Toxtricity. Toxicity, Modest. If I change Discharge to Thunderbolt, and then got rid of the magnet and gave it a citrus berry. It's really close. Oh, no, it's not really close. It's good enough. It's definitely good enough. Do I even need it to be Thunderbolt? Can I keep it as Discharge? I just like the chance of... I could keep it as Discharge, because if it double edges me... Yeah, I could keep it as I'm gonna switch it. I'm gonna switch it. Just to be on the safe side in terms of damage, but that's the only reason. Let's make sure that we are giving it the right berry. Use let's give it the citrus. Okay, and let's give it Thunderbolt. Not gonna fuse. Thunderbolt on this guy and switch out Discharge. And you know what? Actually, Thunderbolt... Thunderbolt may make sense here instead of Draco Hammer. Since I'm Modest, yeah, I think it makes more sense. That'll be good against, like, the Cloister, for instance. So that'll be good. Although the Cloister, I'm thinking that my Registeel will probably be the counter to it. Okay, so Pinsir has Toxicity. Dawn Fan is the next one up. We're looking Rock Blast, Ice Shard, Bonemerang, and Knockoff. And I'm almost feeling the Delmise again. Okay, if I went Delmise, level 85 against Dawnfan, Victory Road. Yeah, I do take that pretty well. Anything that it gives me. So that's just a pretty clean Delmise. That's pretty clean. So let's bring Delmise in, and if I can get the opportunity, I will consider doing the Chloroblast. But if not, I'm looking. Oh, actually, if I switch this, wait, what's my nature? Is it? It's not still bold. I believe I switched it to Modest. Yeah. Okay. So Modest. A Modest nature, and if I gave it instead of that the Mystical Water, then, or even just the Wise Glasses. Wise Glasses is enough. Wait, Miracle Seed. No, Miracle Seed is enough. I think I had the Miracle Berry attached. Miracle Seed is enough. I'd rather get the HP back against the Dawn Fan. So let's do that. Okay. Chloroblast, Giga Drain, Scald. Yeah, beautiful. So that's going to be against the Dawn Fan. And then now I just have the Cloister left. And against the Cloister, if I have a lot of HP and I get the chance, Giga Drain just takes it out. Nice and easy. If I don't get that chance, I'm thinking it's Registeel. And it's just body press, body press. Because even if it goes to +2 attack, it's not doing anything. Even if it goes to +4 attack, it's still not killing me. So it's Registeel. That's the answer to that. Registeel. There we go. Okay, that's the team. Lapras with the Laprasite, Citrus Berry, Expert Belt, Citrus Berry, Miracle Seed, Leftovers. That's just the team. We're going with it. Let's make sure everybody's at... there we go. See, that was almost dangerous. Level 82 is not what we want. We need it to be maxed out in terms of levels. So rare candy... There we go. Everyone is in a good position. Let's save that. And we are going to go with that battle. And we said Lapras to lead. Mega Lapras. Okay. Team it is. Ice Beam, and I'm faster, so let's do this. 4 times effective. It's got a Miracle Seed that will take out the Executor, and now I've got a full health Lapras that is kind of in the back here. Okay, I kind of expected Mienshao to come in. Let's see what Mienshao... Whoops, so I have my Lapras Mega out here. I didn't add any moves, but Mienshao. Victory Road. So it's going to fake out here, that's for sure. We know that. And I have Scald. I have Thunderbolt. I have Ice Shard. And I have Ice Beam. Okay, is anything worth it? Scald, I don't think is really worth it. So I had said, let me just, oh wait, and I'm modest. I don't think it's worth playing for the Haxburn. But is it, actually? I didn't calculate that I need this thing anymore. I'm so conflicted, but you know what? Stick with the original game plan. The original game plan was to switch out to Garchomp, because my Garchomp is going to has Intimidate and is going to bring it down by 1, and theoretically Earthquake would be okay, but it doesn't look like Earthquake is a guaranteed kill, so I'm thinking that instead I'm actually going to go with Dual Chop. Because if it outspeeds me and lowers its... Well, if it lowers its defense by 1, then... Oh yeah, Dual Chop takes it out. Okay. If it does go for close combat. So, it is Ralph. We bring Ralph out. He's going to intimidate. This fake out is going to do close to nothing. We don't miss out on an attack. Now I just go with dual chop, because dual chop is, yeah, 100 accuracy. Dual chop. Okay, he knocked off. Knockoff's fine. Might not be enough to take it out. I was expecting a change, but he doesn't do enough damage anyways here unless he gets a crit. And I'm just... How much does Rock Slide do? I didn't have Rock Slide saved in here, so let's switch. Rock Slide. Rock Slide's 21 to 25%. That's good enough for me. In case he switched out anything that was potentially useful for me. Okay. Which he didn't. That's okay. Cloister's fine. And we said that Registeel is our counter to Cloister. We're going to see a Shell Smash here. Most likely, yeah. Actually, I'm a little bit surprised that he didn't go with Icicle Crash. I should have probably done the calcs just to make sure that I didn't actually just kill it in one shot. I don't think I would have. Body Press is the way to go. Does more damage. Now it's lowering its defense. It's kind of scary, but we calculated that everything should be okay. Registeel. Oh, there we go. I just took it out. Even better. It's throwing. He's throwing, and we have Donphan. Now, Donphan, we said Delmise is the answer to Donphan. So we bring out Cassius. Knockoff's kind of annoying, because that does take off something that would have been useful to us. It'll see that we have Ice Beam most likely, so I think we're going to be fine. I'm just going to Giga Drain. This should do not a lot of damage and should give me enough HP back that I don't have to worry about dying next turn. Oh, would have been nice to get that little extra. Oh well, it's okay. We're going to Giga Drain anyways, and we'll just take the little bit of HP that we can. It's okay. Delmise has also been a sleeper for me and done a lot. I would have loved if it had an amazing ability or something, which it doesn't. Motor Drive's okay, but it would have been great if it had something that, like feline prowess. Okay. Pinsir it is. Now, if we're looking at Pinsir, the Mega Pinsir, against my Delmise, we can, if I'm at 151, I'm at 55%, so it's not going to go for Quick Attack. It's either going to go for X Scissor or Double Edge. And I'm going to assume that it's going to go for X Scissor to not take the recoil. Either way, I guess. We were saying that Toxtricity was our response, right? Toxtricity. And we are eating everything well here. We should be eating everything that it sends at us. And I'm kind of hoping for double edge so that it gets the recoil damage, and that'll proc my citrus berry as well. That should get me out of range. Nice. And that this should guarantee that I get the kill next turn. Citrus berry should take me out of range. It takes recoil. I click Thunderbolt. And that should be all she wrote for Pinsir. Pinsir, I can't tell you the frustration I have against Mega Pinsir. I forgot that it was Aerolate once and brought in a Ghostmon and then just ruins my whole plan. Run over right there. So now we're looking at Mian Xiao. So with the Mian Xiao, I kind of want to make sure that I'm safe, obviously. Mian Xiao, but I don't think there's anything that I need to worry about because it's got the life orb. Oh, but it has regenerator, right? Yeah, so it's healed a bit, right? Yeah. Okay, so I'm thinking that I'd go right back to Garchomp. And because it's going to... I'm at 203. Yeah, so I'm at 67%, so everything's going to be fine. I Intimidate to lower the attack by 1. And then it's stuck in here with being intimidated. And it should be doing a fake out right now. So that's okay. And now we're looking at I have 174, so I have 57%. I almost want to switch to kind of protect myself against the crit. So if I went to, for example, Infernape, if it gets a crit on close combat, I do survive, and Mach Punch is enough to take it out. So just to play around the crit, I'm changing Mons. Again, just to play around the crit. I know it's not something that I needed to do. And then I am actually faster, but I'm just going to Mach Punch because it's enough, and I like to play everything safe, as you can kind of see. Okay, 3 down in Victory Road. Next up is going to be... I did it again, where I was showing what the team is. I think I'm just going to stop doing that. I need to stop doing that. So we've got Blossom, Megalopony, Parasect, Vileplume, and Amoonguss. That is very frustrating. Potentially a very strong team. So let's prepare before we accidentally step into something that we don't want to step into. We've got... Okay. So, how are we looking to take this on? We've got quite a few Firemons. It might actually do the trick against everything. I'm almost thinking Choice Specs something that would be able to like actually just take everything. So let's check Infernape to start. If I can avoid... Oh, I don't have that team either up here. So 1 second. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just bringing it into my damage calculator. Okay. So let's bring this up again. If I have Infernape and I'm facing off against Blossom, if I did, instead of the Expert Belt, I did Choice Specs, I would take out the Blossom, even though I have a nature that lowers special attack. So that's interesting. Then if I have the Parasect, I should take that out. I don't see any reason why I wouldn't. But it's got the Focus Sash. I've got to be careful about that. And it's got Crab Hammer. Okay. Vileplume. I take out Vileplume. Then Moongus. I almost take out a Moongus. Okay. And I guess Lopunny is the only thing to check. It almost feels like I should bring something like that, but I kind of want to change instead of Infernape to something like Magmortar or something like Talonflame. No, something like Magmortar or Delphox. So let's check Delphox out. We're going to do the damage calcs with Delphox at level 85. What nature do we have? We have a timid nature, which is what I have in my calcs. And then I've got as 1, so that's kind of cool. And if we started off against the Blossom, on Victory Road, Flamethrower doesn't quite do the trick with a timid nature. But what if I did instead, and Charcoal, what if I did it with the Choice Specs like I was originally calculating? Because then I'm at definitely enough to take it out. And if I take it out with Flamethrower, then I'm going to be at +1 special attack. The question for me now is, how do I do against the Lopunny? With +1 special attack, I'm stuck in Flamethrower. It's gonna do... I'm not faster though. I'm not faster. And it technically does see the kill on Fake Out Frustration. It's okay though. I'm thinking I'm gonna keep this as like my lead. Okay, so if I do that and I rare candy this up, and my choice specs are here, and I give the choice specs to this guy. Okay. So that's one Mon that is decided. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna show it to you guys again, like I kind of want to. Okay, so that's the team that we're looking to face off against, and now I just need to make sure that I can remember to switch out, or to switch that off when I'm actually doing the battle. So we're looking at Blossom. Perfect. Blossom should be going down to the flamethrower. Then I want to have something that will take on this Megalopony, and I'm thinking that the best thing to take on the Megalopony is actually going to be probably going back to my Tapu Lele. Let's see. Tapu Lele... not really. It kills it. Oh, but if I switch in with the fake out, so on the fake out, and then have the choice scarf attached to my Tapu Lele, then either Moonblast or Psychic does actually take it out. So that might be the right play. So where is my Tapu Lele? Choice scarf, it still has it. Excellent. Okay. Let's store. Those we'll keep for now. You I'm never gonna use. You I might use. Who else am I probably never gonna use? Most likely never gonna use you. Possibly gonna use you at some point. I haven't used you yet. And I kind of like the idea of having a Moongus as a possible. Okay. So now what are we looking at? So again, going here, we've got Delphox. Blossom. And we're gonna face off with Delphox. Then we're looking at Lopunny is going to be against my Tapu. Then we've got Parasect. Possibly... Okay, so Parasect. The problem with Parasect is that it's got Crab Hammer. It's got some good attacks, actually. In general. So maybe... Because what I was thinking at first was I was thinking Archeops. The reason why I was thinking my Archeops is because I have dual Wing Beat, which will go right through the sash. Crab Hammer, it doesn't see the kill. In one shot, I do outspeed. You know what I would do, actually? I'll give it a what is it called? A Chesto Berry, I think. Resto Chesto, so to wake up in case it spores me. And then dual Wing Beat, I'm faster. So yeah, I'm just gonna do that. I'm gonna trust my gut on that one. Or is it even better just to maybe go with Pidgeot? Risk the Pidgeot that I'm never gonna use. Otherwise, if I did Pidgeot, I never built it. So level 85 with dual Wing Beat. And the ability is Triage, and I wouldn't want to go back just for this thing, so I have, unfortunately, a Careful Nature. Not the worst thing in the world, but it doesn't kill me, and the dual Wing Beat does take it out. It is 4 times effective after all. So I might actually, and then I don't have to worry about Crab Hammer either being super effective. So that's kind of nice. Let's put this here. Let's go Pidgeot. Parasect is going to be against Pidgeot. And let's level it up. Air Slash. I don't care. Mirror move. Whoops. Tailwind. Kind of like Tailwind. Let's get rid of Brave Bird. Let's just level up. Hurricane, no. I don't like the missing on that accuracy. And if I don't have anything worth giving in terms of like an item, which I don't think I'm gonna have anything. Oh no, it's gonna be the Chesto Berry, just in case it spores me, because it has Spore. So Chesto, right? It'll be used to wake up. Yeah, Chesto. There we go. So Chesto it is. On Richard. Then we're looking at who's next on the list. So we've got the Vileplume. Vileplume. Okay. I don't see the kill there. Vileplume's got Sludge Bomb, Giga Drain, Strength Slap, and Sleep Powder as well. So also Sleep Powder. But now we're looking at Sludge Bomb, Giga Drain. Okay. What do we have that can face Sludge Bomb, Giga Drain? Almost feeling this. Sludge Bomb, Giga Drain. Maybe Naganadel. Let's export this guy, the Pidgeot. Naganadel. And then I also like the idea of having a clear, potentially Mon to sack. Okay. Here we're looking at Sludge Bomb is going to do like 20 to 24%. I'm almost feeling that the right play is to give this thing the leftovers. Because if I could give it leftovers and even potentially Sleep Talk. Does it learn Sleep Talk? That would be crazy. Okay. So let's Rare Candy it up. We bring the Fawns up to 85. We give it... I should have some leftovers here. Give it some leftovers. And if it learns Sleep Talk, I'll be super happy. Sleep Talk, it does. Okay, let's use Sleep Talk on Fawns. We don't need... What don't we need? We don't need Dragon Pulse. And let's use Sleep Talk also on Richard. We don't actually need Tailwind in this one. Okay. So now we've got Naganadel against the Vileplume. And so there's Naga. And then lastly we've got Amoonguss. And the Amoonguss has what? Mungus has Foul Play, Giga Drain, Clear Smog, and Spore. So this will do well again against this. Giga Drain, Clear Smog, and Spore. How does my Infernape... Actually, how does my Regis... No, my Registeel won't do great. How does my Infernape do? My Infernape's okay, and it doesn't do a lot of damage, so that's kind of nice. How about Registeel? Just in case. Okay, doesn't do great, but doesn't take a lot of damage at all. So, you know what? That's a pretty good wall to have here. And then... So, as a worst case, I've got Registeel that's just going to be able to sit there and... Even if it puts me to sleep, I've got Sleep Talk. I've got Leftovers. It's doing damage so slowly to me that that'll be fine. I have then the Infernape as a potential. But I might want to bring something else. No, you know what? Infernape's fine. Infernape's fine. Yeah, Infernape's fine. Okay. We're gonna... Pokemon... Yeah. We're good there. And we've got lots of Mons that can take some of these hits. So now I'm actually going to remember. We're going to remove that. I don't want to be speeding up to accidentally get into a battle that I don't want. Max Revive, that's kind of useless for me. Overheat, that could be useful. Would have loved to have a Mon that has the ability Contrary. That would be great. Let's bring this around. Very difficult puzzle. That opened that up. Okay, I already battled you. This opens this, which takes us, and this should be, it should be a girl. And so I'm gonna say, if this isn't the right battle, then I don't want to know what the right battle is. Okay. Let's do it. Okay, so we've got the Blossom, and we said that against the Blossom, Flamethrower is the way to go. And we should have the choice specs attached. So there we go. Blossom is down. As 1 raises our special attack. And now I'm assuming that the Mega Lopunny is going to come out. Ooh, Parasect. Very interesting. So let's see Parasect. Victory Road against my Delphox. And Crabhammer doesn't kill, right? So it's level 83. It should be Adamant. I am... Let's just make sure. I am Timid. It doesn't kill. I'm going to assume that what it's going for right now is actually going to be Spore and not Crabhammer. But that being said, either way, I think that the right play is just to go with Flamethrower. Take it down to like nothing. It might not be the right play, actually. Right play was probably actually just... Oh, a burn. Nice. Okay, I'm asleep, but I took out 2 Mons. So that's pretty good. Now we've got the Vile Plume. Okay, so with Vile Plume here, Victory Road. The Vile Plume doesn't do a lot of damage to me. And I'm kind of thinking that I just go with an attack and hope to wake up. I'm not going to wake up this turn. I'm guaranteed to be asleep for at least this turn. But I can wake up on turn 2. And if I don't wake up, then I don't wake up. But Sludge Bomb should do 34 to 41%, right? So there we go. And I can't get poisoned. So let's Flamethrower again. I was asleep. That's okay. We played a little bit for the RNG to not have to worry about it. But we just go into what our plan was. And our plan was Naganadel against the Vile Plume. That was our plan. And so nothing actually has changed at this point. Not very effective. We're good to go. This, I should get the hit off, and let me just change my Mon for my damage calculator. Naganadel actually is level 85. And so Flamethrower is my best attack. So Flamethrower it is. And then if he does put me to sleep with Sleep Powder. Oh, I got a crit. Amazing. Okay, he didn't even go for Sleep Powder. Because if he went for Sleep... He probably is not going for Sleep Powder because he sees that I have Sleep Talk. And so that's my best assumption. My best guess. And so I'm just going to go for... Does Air Cutter have 100% accuracy? Yeah, I'm just going to go for Air Cutter just on the off chance that he switches to Megalopony there, which I didn't expect, but just in case. Okay, so here's the Lopunny, the ace of the team. It's gonna Mega, but it's first before it's actually level 84. That could be relevant. Before it does that, though, it's gonna go for Fake Out because that's what they always do. And so my Tapu Lele is what I want to do, what I want to switch to, because I'm actually faster. I didn't see it for a second. I got scared. Timid Nature, just like I had planned. Perfect, Fatal Precision. I've got Moonblast and Psychic. So that is what I switched to. Nothing is going to kill me on this hit. And it will be using Fake Out. I have the Choice Scarf, so I'm actually faster. So I'm actually faster. And I'm gonna use Psychic, and the reason I'm gonna pick Psychic is because there's a poison Pokemon in the back. So Psychic it is, and that should be enough to take out the Lopunny. Beautiful. And now we've got a Moongus. I don't care to play it dangerously, so a Moongus, let's see. Amoonguss doesn't do a lot of damage, and I actually see the kill with Psychic, and that's why I picked Psychic over Moonblast. And it doesn't kill me no matter what it hits me with, so even if for some reason the calcs are wrong and it survives. There we go. Perfect. Too good for this. Whew. Okay. Next trainer is there. Next trainer will be next trainer is this guy. Next trainer is this guy that we're preparing for. So I'm gonna save. And now we need to prepare. So, is it, for some reason, these last ones have not been in, so I need to get to exporting. Okay, so this is the Feraligatr. Should be level 83 with Dragon Dance, Jawlock, Ice Fang, and Aquafang. And a Focus Sash, unfortunately. So, who is best for this thing? My knee-jerk reaction is to look at Raikou. Level 85. And give it... I don't even remember what it has as an ability. Bulletproof. So my knee-jerk reaction is to look at this. Bulletproof. Okay. Discharge. Not necessarily my favorite choice, to be honest with you. I might prefer to go with a Rillaboom idea. And the reason why I'm thinking if I'm faster with Rillaboom, so my Rillaboom doesn't have Wood Hammer right now. It has Drum Beating. It's not faster as an Adamant nature. But they don't see the kill. Anyways, so because they don't see the kill, they might want to go for Dragon Dance, and that's okay because I'm gonna fake out the first turn, and then actually, well, I do see the kill, but I don't need black glasses for this fight. It doesn't look like, so instead of black glasses, I might want to go with something like. Something like a citrus might make sense instead. So let's start by working around this. Actually, before I do that, I am going to take that so I don't have to worry about it. I'm going to take that, and I'm going to take that. These are not mons that I use regularly. Store. Oh, okay. Before I store, let's bring in the Rillaboom. Okay, so Rillaboom is my first, and the idea is basically fake out drum beating, and I want to give it, for now at least, let's give it a Citrus Berry. Okay, Citrus Berry to start. I kind of really like this Fatal Precision move set. But anyways, so that is to start. Now we are going to look at Empoleon. So with Empoleon, it does basically nothing to my Rillaboom, and I can double Drain Punch it. So that's pretty good to know. I could just double Drain Punch it. Okay, let me actually write all of this stuff down. So Feraligatr is Rillaboom. Oh, wait. Before I, Rillaboom. Not Rillaboom, Feraligatr. Yeah, okay. So then, going back to Empoleon. Not that Empoleon. This Empoleon against Rillaboom. I'm doing okay. Obviously, I'm hoping not to get burned. So I want to have a backup plan against this Rillaboom and against this Empoleon. I'm gonna say Rillaboom question mark, but then I want to have I'm thinking Regigigas. Because it's going to have Drain Punch as well. And actually, no, this is just a complete, because I've got Desolate Land. This is a complete counter. 100% this guy. And I don't need a Yachi Berry on him. I don't even know what I need on him, to be fair. Let's start off by just leveling him up. Oh, I don't have him nicknamed. Wonder why. We'll call it Patrick, because you were in the comments. So Patrick is going to be the Decidueye, and that is a complete counter. Decidueye. Complete counter to that thing. So let me just Decidueye. $85, yeah. There's nothing it can do. Absolutely nothing it can do. That's actually kind of sad. Right? It's only got Scald. only got Scald. Okay, so then we're looking at Swanna. Swanna is the next one up. Swanna has Hurricane, Hydro Pump, Ice Beam, and Psycho Cut. Not sure why it didn't save, but it's got Psycho Cut. So Hurricane, Hydro Pump, Ice Beam, and Psycho Cut. I'm almost feeling that the best play here is Registeel, because it can't do a lot of damage, and if instead of Sleep Talk, or yeah, instead of Sleep Talk, if I gave it Thunderbolt, that should be enough. Perfect. Thunderbolt was, I think, in the teens or low 20s. There we go, 24. Instead of Sleep Talk. That's good enough, I think. I don't see a way that that's going to be there. So against the Swanna, I've got Registeel. Beautiful. Then against the, I've got a Walrein and I've got a Sharpedo. Okay, that are my next big challenges. Then what are we looking at? Okay. So against Walrein, Walrein's got Surf, Toxic, Protect, and Ice Beam. Oh man, I kind of would love to use exactly this one against it. Surf, Ice Beam, Protect, and Toxic. Registeel against Walrein. If instead of Rest, I gave it Protect. If instead of Rest, I gave it Protect instead, then I could be healing a little bit more as I'm going through everything and maybe survive through that on its own. Now, question though would be if I can bring, like, let's say my Infernape. My Infernape takes a hit. I just got Fur Coat. It's so weird. Okay, what about my Tapu Lele? Tapu Lele is nothing great. Well, instead of Protect, I think it has Thunderbolt, actually. And if it has Thunderbolt, it does okay. It does okay, nothing spectacular. Let's export just to be safe. What if instead of that, I went with Raikou. Let's say Raikou. And if instead of Discharge I gave it Thunderbolt because it's a little bit stronger. And if I gave it a Magnet. It's a maybe. So... Oh, but if instead I gave it the choice specs, then it's a kill. And do I need to even change the attack? Discharge. I don't even need to change the attack. As long as I am, in fact, mod... Oh, no, I'm Rash. Rash. Minus special defense. That actually kind of sucks, but whatever. I don't need to change. So that's okay. Rare candy, bring it up. No. And then I can give the choice specs. So choice specs it is. Give the choice specs, and with Discharge I do enough. Okay. Really sucky that I have Rash because it's down in special defense, but I'd rather not go back. That's kind of where I'm at with this. If I can avoid it. And then I've got... So I've got Raikou. And then against the Sharpedo, the Mega Sharpedo, we are looking at oh man, I'm one too slow. Does my Tapu Lele survive? My Tapu Lele takes a hit, and then Moonblast takes it out. And because I'm... Oh, no. That's wrong because it's got Aqua Jet. Almost made a big mistake there. So let's take a look instead at... How does my Venusaur do? Not great. How does my Chestnut do? Chestnut does okay. And then even with Ice Fang, even if it has Ice Fang, it's doing pretty well. And I'll keep the Tapu Lele in case I need a clean switch in, and that could kind of do good damage to anything. Okay, so Corey is gonna be my answer. But what I need to do, what I should do, is give it... Does it have black belt? I don't need a black belt on it. If I give it a citrus instead, citrus is good enough. Actually, in fact, I think leftovers might even be better. If I did leftovers, it's a guaranteed 2-hit KO as long as there's no shenanigans that are happening. So we're going with leftovers. Oh, and what does Patrick have here? Patrick's got the Papa Berry. We can give him the, I don't know, the muscle band is good enough. All right. That's the play at the plate. We're all level 85 here. Family pot. I don't want to be speeding up. And I want to remove this so that you could see the battle properly. And we're going in for this next battle. Oh. So for alligator it is. We start off with fake out. It's free chip damage. And then we go with drum beating. We get an ice fang off on us. That should take out about 50% if I recall. I get my citrus going. So I have Rillaboom out. And we're up against Feraligatr. And that should take it out completely. Awesome. Feraligatr down. Okay, so now we're looking at Walrein. And let's see. So Walrein is going to be going for Ice Beam against us. 100%. Because it should see the kill. Right? At 211. Yeah. 73%. It sees the kill. So it's going for Ice Beam. That's okay because we said Raikou. This is actually great because it means that he's going for just an attack. So Raikou is what comes in. Oh wow, he went for Toxic. That's surprised me very much. But might even actually be for the best. And so now we go for a Discharge. Probably going to protect. Nope, didn't protect. Okay, very interesting. And Walrein is out. Okay. Raikou is poisoned. We now have a Swanna Raikou. And we have Swanna. Am I faster than the Swanna? I am not. And wait, it has Psycho Cut. I need to remember. It has Psycho Cut. I'm not faster. Discharge kills. I'm at 223. So I'm at 81%. If it hits with Hydro Pump, which is what it's going for, and does 58, it would have done 6, then 12%, right? Ish. Currently in terms of damage, 6 and 12, so I'm at like 81. Yeah, so then the next one is what? Double? 24? So 24 plus 60, it should be enough. Or is it 18%? I'm not 100% sure. I said that for Swanna, Registeel was my switch. So I'm just going to do what I said was the play. I'm just going to do it. Be good. That would have been close. I would have taken out the Swanna for sure. It would have been done. But it may have taken me out at the same time. Okay. This is not bad. because Empoleon is... I have a complete counter to Empoleon, as long as the docs are correct, in Patrick here. So Patrick will be able to take out the Empoleon. It has nothing that it can do. That's okay, it can rest all it wants. I am going to triple arrows. Oh, there's competitive. It's okay. Sleep talk all you want. What are you gonna do? Rest? That's completely okay. And then I'm going to do the exact same thing with triple arrows. I should have maybe put like the Yapapa barrier. I think that's what it's called. Okay, so now we're up against Sharpedo. So Sharpedo. And we've got our Decidueye out at level 85. So it actually doesn't kill me in one shot. So that's good to know. And because it doesn't kill me in one shot, Solar Blade actually does kill. So I'm going to go with what this says. Solar Blade it is. And that'll make the fight hopefully even easier than I originally thought it would be. Beautiful. I might be bringing this into the Elite Four just because it's my only Weathermon, and against Lorelei it might be very useful to have. Okay, so now we have Swanna, and Swanna is gonna go for whatever Swanna is gonna go for, but it's not gonna go for... It's for sure not gonna go for Hydro Pump. It might go for Psycho Cut. And... no, it won't go for Psycho Cut. So it'll either go for Ice Beam or Hurricane. Probably Ice Beam because it's 100% accurate. And so I go back to Registeel. And going back to Registeel, and my Registeel now has Thunderbolt and Protect is gonna be more than enough to do anything. Okay. That's going to be it. That's going to be that trainer done. That's going to leave, I believe, one more to fight. Wow, it's really just not missing those Hydro Pumps, huh? Anyways, Swanna down. Swanna down, Swanna down. And that's another Victory Road win. Pokevile. I'm gonna save. Okay, so there's the other trainer. And we're looking at a Clefable, Chansey, Wigglytuff, Komala, and Audino. Actually, I believe that... Let me just check. Clefable. Oh, this one did come in for some reason. So we do that. And now we just have to prep for this. Let's move here so that I don't have to worry about accidentally doing something that I shouldn't have done. And the Clefable. If I could find a way to beat the Clefable. It doesn't have Unaware, it has Magic. Guard. Okay. Moonblast, Fire Blast, Ice Beam. Moonblast, Fire Blast. Oh, it doesn't have Ice Beam. It has Stealth Rock. Okay. And it is a strong bond. A strong bond indeed. Would Regigigas be able to do the trick? Regigigas at level 85. If I were to give instead of Thunder Punch, if I were to give Poison Jab. Not quite enough. Not quite enough even with the Expert Belt. Am I Jolly or did I change it to Adamant? I'm Adamant. Adamant. Still not quite enough with the Expert Belt. What if I went with a Poison Barb? No. Oh, but I have Heavy Slam. So I'm good with just Heavy Slam. Okay, so I think Regigigas is the right start. So Regigigas, and I want to make sure that it has, well, most likely the Expert Belt. But even if it doesn't, let's just take off any item. Any item, it still takes out the Clefable. So Clefable's good to go. Not too worried about that. Clefable. And we are looking at Regigigas. Heavy Slam. Okay, then we've got a Chansey. We don't know yet. We've got a Wigglytuff. We don't know yet. We've got a Komala, which we don't know yet. And we've got an Audino. The Mega Audino, which we don't know yet. So how does Regigigas... So who are the fairy types? We're looking at Wigglytuff. And, okay, for some reason it had one Pokemon, but not the others. That's very weird. So let's just do this. Let's make sure we have everything. Import, and we're gonna go back here. Okay, so if we come back to the Wigglytuff, Heavy Slam takes it out. I don't have any danger of dying, so that's good. And I'm faster. I have Ice Punch instead of Poison Jab for now. Let's just, so that I'm not doing something that I didn't think of. Okay, and then I've got the Audino. The Mega Audino. That just has Moonblast. Heavy Slam does not take it out in one shot. So good to know. But I'm thinking that I might just switch off to Registeel against this thing. So that way I don't have to worry about the Toxic. It could keep Wish protecting all at once. Double Iron Bash is going to be pretty strong against this thing. And if I switch it to, instead of Leftovers, something like a Muscle Band, then that's a two-hit KO. Okay. So that's going to be the plan for that. I'm going to have Regigigas actually. I'm just going to purely have Regigigas written out for two people. Two Mons, and Registeel is for Audino. Then let me just move the item. And I'll take the leftovers. Bag, actually. Sorry. Pokemon. And I'm gonna take the choice specs back. PC, and I'm going to store you and store you. Okay, so now we're looking at Chansey. And if we're looking at Chansey, which is Seismic Toss, Toxic, Protect, and Wish. Chansey. Chansey should be an easy X, and actually Registeel is pretty good against it with Body Press. But what I might do is just switch off and go with like Chestnut, because Hammer Arm is just going to be good against it. So Chestnut with, I don't have the black belt, I have leftovers. Okay, that should be fine. If instead of that I just gave it a berry to cure. What if, okay, let's keep that possibility there. If instead of Chestnut I went with Infernape, Drain Punch takes it out. So I'm gonna bring Infernape. Okay, so Infernape with the Expert Belt is kind of nice. I'm going to use that against the Chansey. Infernape. And then against the Komala, I'm thinking actually Chestnut might be better. So Chestnut against, that's why I was switching off. So Chestnut against the Komala. because frustration will do okay, but hammer arm is going to take it out. And if I were to... I have the spiky shield and I keep it with leftovers, I should be fine to survive that. So that's going to be that play. So chestnut. Chestnut, but remember to spiky shield. If it goes for frustration first. Perfect. Regigigas, heavy slam. Okay, let me go back to the Regigigas though, because I believe I had it. Regigigas against the Fable. Ace Trainer Alexa. I take her out, and then against the Wigglytuff, I take it out as well, and I don't need the Expert Belt. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it with the Citrus Berry, just so that I have that. Then I'm going to... Oh god, Flamethrower, Toxic. They have a lot of Toxic mons. I think I'm going to bring Venusaur with the Venusaurite. And I think I'm definitely getting tired of having to do all this concentration. So this is probably going to be my last battle. I know I'm pretty close to the end, but I think this is probably going to be the last battle. Let's do this trainer, and then let's see if it's enough to actually just get me out. But I don't think I'm going to do another battle tonight. Unless it's like the last one right at the end. Okay, Heavy Slam. This should, by my calculations, take out the Clefable. Perfect. Clefable done. Chansey. It's so close to being a kill. I should have actually, in a way, brought out but I didn't, and that's okay. So we're bringing out the Infernape as we planned. It's gonna probably go for Toxic here. It missed, that's even better. I'm gonna go for Drain Punch, and that should kill the Chansey. So this is actually really amazing that I managed to keep myself unpoisoned, or not poisoned. Audino. So Audino is either going for Toxic or Moonblast, but we said that Registeel was the counter because it's immune to Toxic. It resists the Moonblast. So here we have Registeel, and we're looking at Audino. And we are looking at... I think I kept the leftovers accidentally. I wanted to give it the Muscle Band, but that's okay. Double Iron Bash. And we'll just Double Iron Bash it. And we'll just Double Iron Bash again. And that should be enough. Komala. So Komala. Oh wow. Komala doesn't do anything of note to me. Earthquake is its strongest attack. Body press has a chance of killing. So I'm just gonna body press. Oh, it used U-turn. Cool. So now I have Registeel out against Wigglytuff. And I am actually faster in Double Iron Bash, and it doesn't have anything that's going to do crazy damage. Double Iron Bash is just going to take out the Wigglytuff. So I guess I pretty much only needed 2 Reggies in this for this battle. This was probably the easiest one. And Komala, we're back here, and it can't do anything. Okay, it decides to knock off. That's okay. I did change to the Muscle Band. Okay, that's why so I was good. So now I won't kill it. Oh, I did kill it. Either way. I did kill it. Perfect. Okay. So that is that. Unless it's the battle that... not the Pokeride. Pokevile. So I've got none left here. I'm going to save it. But basically, unless my next battle is the mindless one, I'm going to call it a day there. I don't want to lose because I'm tired. See, there is a double battle there. Okay. I'm going to save. I'm going to call it quits there. I appreciate it very much for those of you that were here for today. Patrick, I appreciate it very much. I'll be seeing you soon. And I hope you guys have a great end of the day. Or night, I should say.